Hi guys, we are coming to you from sunny Gisborne. It's beautiful, it's 30 degrees up here. We're relaxing in the sun and we're working on our website and our materials. So what I wanted to do was take you guys through our new formulas, the Maca for men and Maca for women, and how they fit into the scheme of your treatment regime. So in essence, we've now got three different formulas of Maca. We have our standard yellow and the cacao blend, which is using the plain yellow Maca. It's dried and then it's ground into a powder and then heat activated. So we call this activated Maca. So this is ready to eat. It simulates traditional Incan cooking. We standardize the Macamide levels, and this is for general support, health and well-being, and it's your daily dose. And I'll show you how this works on the next chart. We now have our new scientific formulas, which are the blends of the three colors. So you have black, red, and yellow. It's an activated powder as well, and they're blended to balance and match female or male hormonal patterns. So these have been created following tradition, and they're specific for men and for women. And we also standardize the Macamide levels, but we target those Macamides to the hormonal requirements. And then we have our potent high dose formulas of our red and black Maca. So we only do this in the red and black, and these ones are the ones that are more concentrated, so they're atomized powders. So basically a 10-to-1 extraction, where we go with 10 kilos of the raw powder to 1 kilo of the atomized powder. So these are more acute and ideal for the treatment of chronic conditions, and they come in the single serve sachets. So we've got a little chart, and I'll show you how you guys can use these in combination. So when you're starting with Maca, we've really got two steps. The first step is to choose your baseline powder, and this can either be option A, which is your yellow Maca, so the activated yellow, or the chocolate, depending on whether you want plain or with cacao. Cacao has a chocolatey flavor, but it's a little bit more uplifting. So if you want more of a relaxing Maca, you go with your yellow. More uplifting, you go with your chocolate. And these are for general conditions and well-being. If you want a more targeted treatment, then you go for option B, which is your Maca for men or Maca for women. And this one is the 3-in-1 formula. So we've said for specific or chronic conditions, and by that we mean things like chronic fatigue, fibro, autoimmunity, colitis, Crohn's, rheumatism, these kinds of chronic inflammatory conditions. Also great for anxiety, for depression, addiction, and then your hormonal imbalances, severe PMS or menopausal symptoms for fibroids, endo, osteoporosis, cancer, or those types of conditions. So option A is your simple for general conditions, health and well-being. Option B is your more chronic or more long-standing conditions. And you'd start with about 1 to 1.5 teaspoons per day. So 1.5 teaspoons per day is ideal. Option B, your Maca for men and for women, is more potent in terms of its dosing as well. It's got higher levels of Macamides. So when we've got our baseline, so you take that every day, you would do a teaspoon a day for at least 8 to 12 weeks to get the best results. And then we can look at the same time as well, we can look at our acute issues and for chronic issues, and we can look at our high doses. So what we say is basically once you're taking your daily yellow or your daily Maca for men or for women, then you can start to add in your high dose concentrate. So with these we come in the boxes of 6 sachets, 3-gram sachets, or a box of 30. So 3 grams, remember, is like 30 grams. It's a 10-to-1. So we say option A is for internal harmony and balance, so that's our red Maca. Now on days when you're feeling a list of these symptoms, so exhaustion, fatigue, anxiety or worry, mood swings, you've got sugar cravings, excessive sweating or heat, tinnitus is a good sign, achy bones, lower back, poor sleep. These are all symptoms in which red Maca can help address acutely and give you some relief on that day, but also can help with long-term balance of a chronic condition. So you've got A is internal, B is external. So B is our black Maca, and this is more uplifting. It's more for tiredness and low energy, depression or lack of motivation. It's good for tension, pain, headaches, migraines, brain fog, cognitive function, also motor neural function, muscle weakness, and improving coordination. So A is more internal, B is more external, and you can, a lot of people say can use both. Yes, you can definitely use both. We would say though, just try and stick to 1 sachet per day, unless it's a really severe condition. For severe menstrual issues, for example, you can use 2 sachets of red. For severe migraine and pain, you can use 2 sachets of black. So just to summarize, if we're going to be starting on Maca, you've now got 2 choices for your daily baseline. You've got your generic, which is your yellow Maca. Plain is a little bit more relaxing. Your chocolate is a bit more uplifting, and these are for general conditions. You take a teaspoon to a teaspoon and a half per day. Or option B, if you've got more specific or chronic conditions, a teaspoon to a teaspoon and a half of Maca for women and Maca for men. And then beyond that, when we need more support, we go down to our high dose versions, and you've got your internal treatment. So you have a sachet when required. So basically that could be daily, it could be for 3 to 5 days, it could be for a month. It really depends on what your body needs. And you take it on top of your daily yellow. So daily yellow, or your daily baseline. So your baseline and then your high dose. So we just had a question, Maca for women may help with endo. Yes, I think if you're looking at treating endometriosis, the Maca for women is the great baseline to be using long term. It's definitely targeted better towards female hormones and female cycles, so that can really help. If you're looking for acute relief, particularly during times of your cycle where it's more exacerbated, then you can use your red on those days to help acutely. So that would be your combo: daily Maca for women, and then use your red sachets when you need help with extra symptoms. So there we go, that's our range simplified. We've put it into 2 easy steps. And we're going to be posting these on Facebook now. So if you guys have any more questions, feel free to contact us, send us an email, and we can do a live video or an explanation for you via email as well.